He's raced Bugattis and ripped Apexes and Ferraris. But when Ronaldo wants to relax in silence, he climbs into this, his Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the world's most luxurious SUV, where 563 horsepower meets pillow-soft seats, starlight headliners, and a champagne cooler big enough for post-match celebrations. Let's talk about the car that proves you don't have to sacrifice luxury to conquer curbs, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. When it launched in 2018, the world held its breath. Could Rolls-Royce, the brand that built its legacy on whisper-quiet sedans and hand-stitched leather thrones, really build an SUV? And not just any SUV, but the most luxurious, most expensive, most outrageously comfortable SUV on the planet? The answer? A resounding yes. Named after the largest gem-quality diamond ever found, the Cullinan wasn't just built to haul groceries. It was built to haul royalty, rock stars, and of course, global football icons like Cristiano Ronaldo. He didn't just buy one, he customized it to perfection. Two-tone white and silver paint, 22-inch wheels, lambswool floor mats, and a bespoke interior with a CR7 logo stitched into the headrests. This isn't an off-roader. It's an all-terrain high-bodied vehicle, as Rolls politely calls it, because SUV just doesn't do it justice. With a starting price of $350,000, and most landing closer to $500,000 with options, the Cullinan isn't for everyone. But for Ronaldo, it's the perfect balance of presence, power, and pure, unapologetic pampering. So let's dive in, from that iconic Pantheon grille to the champagne chiller in the trunk, and find out why this rolling palace is Ronaldo's favorite way to travel in style. First up, exterior design. The Cullinan doesn't just look expensive. It looks like money itself took physical form. That massive upright Pantheon grille, hand-polished stainless steel, not plastic, not chrome, and flanked by laser-cut LED headlights that look like they're staring into your soul. The spirit of ecstasy? Still there, perched proudly on the hood, but now with a retractable function, so she doesn't get stolen or scratched at the valet. The profile? Commanding, tall, imposing, but not boxy. Every surface is softly sculpted, every line flowing like liquid metal. The rear? Clean, elegant, vertical taillights, a split tailgate. The lower half folds down like a picnic bench. The upper half lifts like a luxury hatch. And yes, it even has an umbrella compartment built into each rear door. Because when you're stepping out in Monaco, you don't just grab any umbrella. You grab a Rolls-Royce umbrella. Ronaldo's version? Finished in a custom two-tone, Arctic white over silver, with matching white 22-inch alloy wheels and red brake calipers peeking out subtly. No body kits, no spoilers, just pure, unbothered elegance. This isn't a car that shouts. It doesn't need to. It arrives, and the world moves out of its way. Step inside and prepare for get you're in an SUV. The Cullinan's cabin isn't just luxurious. It's a first-class lounge on wheels. Drop into those throne-like seats, heated, cooled, massaging with 20-way power adjustment, and you'll swear you've been hugged by clouds. The materials? Everywhere you look, hand-stitched leather, open pore with veneers, polished metal, lambswool floor mats, so soft you'll want to take your shoes off. The dashboard? Clean, minimalist, dominated by a digital instrument cluster and a central touchscreen, but hidden behind a wood veneer panel that slides shut when not in use. No buttons cluttering the console, just a few elegant organ-stop style pulls for the air vents and a crystal controller for the infotainment. The steering wheel? Thick, heated, wrapped in leather so soft it feels illegal. Rear seats? Even better, optional reclining lounge seats with leg rests, picnic tables, and individual entertainment screens. And then there's a starlight headliner. Hundreds of fiber optic lights hand-woven into the roof to mimic a night sky. Ronaldo's? Customized with a shooting star function. And yes, his CR7 logo stitched into front headrests. Climate control? 4-zone automatic. Sound system? 18-speaker bespoke audio. Or upgrade to the 20-speaker system with 1,300 watts of crystal clear sound. Trunk? Huge, and includes a refrigerated compartment perfect for chilling champagne or post-game protein shakes. This isn't just transportation. It's a mobile sanctuary. Now, under the hood, you might expect a V8, or even a V12. But no, the Cullinan is powered by a 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12, producing 563 horsepower and a monstrous 627 lb-ft of torque. Yes, in an SUV. 0 to 60, 5.0 seconds, which sounds tame until you realize you're moving 6,000 pounds of British luxury with the grace of a ballet dancer. Top speed? Limited to 155 miles per hour. But let's be real, you're not buying this to set lap records. You're buying it to glide. And glide it does, thanks to an all-wheel drive system and an all-wheel steering setup that makes this massive machine feel surprisingly nimble. The suspension? Magic. Literally. Rolls calls it planar suspension. With a world-first camera system that scans the road ahead and adjusts the dampers in real time to iron out bumps before you even feel them. Air suspension? Naturally, with off-road mode that raises the ride height for gravel driveways or poorly paved red carpets. Brakes? Massive but silent, because even stopping should be dignified. Fuel economy? Officially 12 miles per gallon city, 20 highway, but who's counting? When you're riding in a Cullinan, gas prices are someone else's problem. Tech and safety? Rolls-Royce doesn't plaster the Cullinan with gimmicks, but it's packed with intelligent, invisible tech designed to make life effortless. You get adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree camera with panoramic view, night vision assist, head-up display, even a self-parking system, though we doubt Ronaldo lets anyone else park his ride. The infotainment? Touchscreen or touchpad, with navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. Voice control? Yes, just say, "Hey Rolls-Royce," and ask for your destination, temperature, or favorite playlist. Safety? 10 airbags, automatic emergency braking, cross-traffic alert, rear collision warning. This isn't a tech showcase. It's a tech butler. Everything works quietly in the background so you can focus on what matters, like which bottle of Dom to pop next. Price and variance? Base Cullinan starts around $350,000, but with options, most land between $450,000 and $600,000. Ronaldo's? Likely closer to $600,000, with two-tone paint, bespoke interior, starlight headliner, rear lounge seats, champagne cooler, and CR7 embroidery. Rolls also offers the black badge Cullinan, darker, sportier, with 600 horsepower and blacked-out trim. But Ronaldo went classic. Pros? Unmatched luxury, whisper quiet ride, effortless power, bespoke customization, presence that stops traffic. Cons? Heavy, thirsty, expensive to maintain, not exactly stealthy. And if you want one today, good luck. Waiting lists are long, and custom builds take 6+ months. But that's the point. This isn't a car you buy off the lot. It's a car you commission, like a painting or a private jet. So what's the final word? The Rolls-Royce Cullinan isn't just an SUV. It's a statement, a declaration that luxury doesn't have to bow to practicality. It can dominate it. For Cristiano Ronaldo, it's not his fastest car or his rarest, but it might just be his favorite. Because after a 90-minute match, a transatlantic flight, or a night out in Dubai, there's nothing better than sliding into that lambswool-lined cabin, cranking up the massaging seats, and letting the V12 whisper you home. In a garage full of screamers, the Cullinan is the one that soothes, the one that pampers, the one that says, "You've earned this." If you love this deep dive into Ronaldo's rolling palace, smash that like button and don't hold back. Drop a comment. Would you take the Cullinan off-roading or keep it pristine for red carpets and airport runs? And make sure to subscribe, because next week we're unveiling the Bentley Bentayga Speed, the 626 horsepower SUV that dares to challenge the Cullinan's throne. Until then, keep your ride smooth, your seats massaging, and your champagne chilled. Drive in comfort, dream in luxury, and never settle for ordinary.